You can see where we got excited about talking about Kanye.
Kanye,
Mr. West. Yeah, we got some Kanye news. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Memes
and Dreams.
And I think we're doing episode 4 today.
We are episode 4.
Wow. Cool. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, then that's it. That's
right.
it. We have 2 more
see y'all
episodes
next week.
And then so
I got
I got
go to bed,
swimming class. So, all right. And then it just cuts.
That cuts up.
So today we're going to be talking about some stuff. It's going to be we actually have a couple different things to go over from different genres in different categories of pop culture. You know, do you want to go over the breakdown for this episode? The old black and white here.
Yeah, we are going to be talking about the meme of the week, which is. Do you want to say it now or? No,
we'll wait. We'll talk about the meme of the week.
Okay.
Period.
Meme of the week, as always. I mean, it's pretty fucking standard.
I mean, duh.
And then we're going to be talking, of course, Spider-Man. I think we've turned into a Spider-Man podcast now.
That's what we are. We're a Spider-Man podcast.
Yeah, and we post memes every once
and we post memes sometimes.
That's all we do.
Yeah. Because of course there's so much.
There's something that happens like every time we're about to record. Something with Spider-Man happens.
Yeah, and this time it's pretty huge.
Yeah.
I think we'll all agree.
But
we'll get to that.
Okay, and then after that, keeping in the movie area, we're going to be talking about the new Joker trailer.
Mm-hmm. It's indeed some information about it that we are pretty stoked about.
We're on the hype train for that. Staying in the movies again, they've released a teaser for Star Wars.
It's quite the teaser.
It's a total cock tease.
Whoa.
Yeah. And then, anyways, staying in the Disney realm, they had the D23 Expo.
Yes,
which is
like
Disney
Disney's thing.
Like Comic-Con for Disney, pretty much.
Pretty much.
Then we'll be talking about some of the stuff that they released there. And then we're going to transition to TV.
Yeah.
Talking about season 14 of Always Sunny. And then the new season 4 of Rick and Morty. And then, I know what we're going to talk about.
We're going to talk about the Kanye.
Yes, I was about to say that. Like, when I was reading that, I was like, oh, yeah, Kanye.
Dreams. Just those. All right, so clip it. Yeah, oh my gosh, we're going to totally talk about Kanye. Yeah. You can see where we got excited about talking about Kanye. Kanye, Mr. West. Yeah, we got some Kanye news. We have so much juicy news for this episode.
Yeah, a little bit of everything.
I'm really excited about it. Let's go ahead and get into it. The meme of the week. You may have heard of it. You know, you may have seen it here and there. There's been rumblings. There's been tastings. There's been reviews. The Popeye spicy chicken sandwich. Bam. So here's the dealio. There's a beef. There's a turf war happening between Chick-fil-A,
the Holy Spirit,
the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, and Popeyes with a dash of Wendy's. I think even they wanted a little bit of that smoke.
It happened there a little bit, but they got out.
They got out in time. But apparently, Popeyes released this chicken sandwich that is supposedly really tasty. People are saying it's good.
People are saying it's better than Chick-fil-A.
People are saying Chick-fil-A is better. Yeah. Like, there's some, I mean, there's definitely
a lot of talk.
Yeah, there's a lot of talk. There's a lot of smoke on both sides. Everybody wants the beef.
But it's chicken.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you're fired. You're fired. Crop it right here, and then it's just going to be this for the episode. Anyway, oh my
Got him.
So pretty much there have been lines. Popeyes ended up selling out of the chicken.
I've been in those lines.
Jason
I've been in the line
experienced
when I
the
got to the
lines.
window. Fucking sign on the window that says, "Sorry, we're sold out." After waiting maybe like 10 minutes in line. Yeah.
They were running out like nonstop.
Yeah.
It was insane. And now they're on a notice. Like a Supreme drop. Like it's...
Right, fuck you.
They're like, we'll let you know.
I knew it's too good to be true. Like
like
there's
the
some
sneakers
kind of reason to... Like, that much hype behind it. It's like they're promoting their fucking app. Like
Naturally, something of this magnitude captured the attention of the people of the internet. Everyone, apparently. And we got some primo memes from it.
some juicy, crispy memes.
Spicy memes with 2 pickles.
I thought it was 1 pickle. I think Chick-fil-A is 2 pickles. Bitch.
You know what? Okay. Let's get into it then. We're going to Google that later, okay? We're going to Google that later.
How many pickles are on?
How many pickles? It's the next post we do. It's just like pictures of pickles. You decide. Anywho, so the memes that we got, like one of the big ones was like it was actually just pictures of the signs in front of Chick-fil-A and Popeyes.
Oh yeah.
And Chick-fil-A's sign said it was something like
We don't run out of like
we
chicken
don't run
sandwiches.
out of chicken sandwiches.
Yeah.
And then Popeyes said people need chicken on Sundays too.
Yeah. Like ooh.
A lot of heaters.
On the holy day.
I'll put it right there if I haven't already. Bangers. Those are like that's smoke, and everybody wants it.
Those are throwing hands.
And that's pretty. So I thought that was pretty dope. And yeah, there's like a meme about that going around.
Yeah. And then there was also like people were taking pictures of like employees just fucking exhausted, like on their breaks, like come on, man, you wore these people out asking about chicken sandwiches for fucking 8 hours.
Yeah,
like,
you see this like older woman. She's just like super tired.
Looks like she just dropped like 60 like in a game. Like,
Yeah.
it's just fucking left everything on the court.
She's the real. She came out. She was the MVP.
Right, like Jordan's flu game. Like.
Yeah, so those are the real ones. So the Popeyes employees.
Yeah, like shout out to the Popeyes employees
for dealing with like
I can imagine
waves
like
of people.
we went through our shit for retail, like but being asked about a chicken sandwich for like 8 hours every shift.
And there's another meme also that because of how popular they become, that just shows it as like a StockX, which by the way,
fuck StockX.
StockX.
We have people don't forget.
Take back the hat. All right, take back the hat. It's not that much of a loss. All right, are you grabbing the coals?
Yeah.
Take back the hat.
I'm flipping them.
Take it back. Anyway.
Hashtag take back the hat.
Hashtag take back the hat. They're real. I bought them from StockX. I never wore them, and then I sold them. Anyway.
You want to move this real quick?
Yeah, I want to move this real quick. Anyway, yeah, hashtag take back the hat. Here's the deal. It shows it, however, like the meme is like a chicken sandwich in a StockX like page where people are bidding on it.
And it has like the off-white tag on it.
Yeah, some of them have like the off-white tag, and like they just did it like it's like such a hype beast.
They're like, y'all
like,
taking this too far.
Yeah.
Just chicken, man.
Yeah, so that's insane. There's even that story. There's a story about these like guys who bought they bought like a bunch of them, and then they like stood outside of.
Yeah, they resold them.
They tried to resell them,
Yeah.
but then people didn't want to get them because it was just like cold chicken.
Oh shit.
Like it just started to like cool off after like half an hour, and they were just standing there. So imagine being the people behind those guys in line when they're like, "Let me order 30 chicken sandwiches," with like a huge group of people behind them. I don't know. That's pretty rough. But yeah, that's our meme of the week. I'm sure we're gonna start seeing some more stuff about it here and there as they start bringing it back. like kind of like as they re-release the
Is
chicken.
this gonna be like a McRib thing?
Oh, maybe it'll be like a McRib thing.
They bring it back like
Yeah,
once every like 6 months.
I could see that. I could see that. Starbucks has pumpkin spice latte. You know, they do that seasonally.
Yeah.
Can't get that shit year round. I have a friend who drinks them. Same time myself.
Basic
And
bitch.
guilty. So yeah, freaking Popeyes. We never know. Memes and dreams. We never know what we're going to get. So this one was a real fun one. Area 51 last week. If you haven't seen the episode, check it out. It's on all the
Download
pages.
and subscribe.
Download, subscribe, like, follow, and all that stuff. And yeah, so moving on from the meme of the week, we have some pretty major news. You know what, Jason? I'm gonna let you take the reins here.
Oh.
Yeah. You get to tell people. Now, if you
sure.
know, you know, right? If you know, you know. If you heard by now, you've heard. But we're gonna go ahead and discuss it here at Memes and Dreams because it's pretty important to us.
Yeah, I would just like to say rest in peace to Marvel Spider-Man. It was a good run. Saw him in 4 movies.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them his own, which were fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And yeah, Sony pulled the plug.
Yeah.
So some saying it's Sony's fault, some are saying it's Marvel's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? They both got greedy, and we are the ones that got punished for it.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't even think about the fucking fans. It's bullshit.
Yeah.
We've been through this again, and I just can't wait to see Uncle Ben get shot for like the 5th time. Like,
Yeah.
so fuck you, Sony. Fuck you, Marvel.
Sony.
No, I'm just kidding. I like
No,
Marvel.
not Marvel. Not Marvel. We never said Marvel.
Fuck Sony.
It's not in the notes.
We got a new beef bitch. You made the list.
It's true. We do have a new beef.
Yeah.
So yeah, fuck you, Sony. Fuck you, StockX. Jake Gyllenhaal, you're on the cools right now. So watch it.
You roasted Jake Gyllenhaal last week.
Yeah. So he's okay for now. But no, for real. Yeah, we like Sony. And you know what? Like what some people are saying. This is what, and I could believe this. I could see this. Considering like Sony's past with movie deals, contractual obligations, stuff like that. Is that the success of Into the Spider-Verse allowed them to pretty much demand more from Disney. Of course, like as you know, Marvel's parent company, making that deal with Spider-Man. So it's possible they made him too expensive, or you know, like Disney wanted too much of the profits. But then there's word that maybe they pulled back to like only 30%. So honestly, there's been a lot of like hearsay because no one seems to really know what happened behind those like closed door discussions. But the confirmation came at, I believe, D23.
Yeah.
When Kevin Feige and Tom Holland pretty much confirmed it.
They said it was over.
So that's a real bummer. You know, we never got the 3rd solo film to complete the trilogy, which is.
And I felt like Tom Holland like hasn't even hit his peak yet.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah. I mean, there was so much more that like he could have brought to that role.
Right. We're finally
we'll
getting
never
like
see.
a good storyline.
Yeah.
Like evolved characters, new villains, like.
And now it's. I mean, come on. Like, there's no way they can continue that.
Yeah.
Sony can't continue that without having Marvel influence, without having references, without having the characters. Right. It's not going to work. Which
like,
means that we're going to get
Venom.
another one?
Like,
I don't want another one.
Yeah. Like,
Seriously, I'm done.
This was our 3rd Spider-Man in our childhood, adulthood. Like.
Yeah, I don't want to watch any more Spider-Man.
Like, fuck.
Yeah.
It's been enough.
It's bad enough that, like, Batman, not to forget that everything happened recently with Ben Affleck. Like...
Yeah, we're about to have our 3rd fucking Batman. What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't like this. I am not.
Stay consistent,
yeah,
people.
Let's keep the story straight.
Dude,
So
reboot the Dark Knight series, like fuck.
yeah, reboot Dark Knight. Fuck Sony. Hashtag take back the hat.
Take back the hat, people.
Also, update. So there's a couple movies that we, without fail, I can take this guy right here. We talk about like every every now and then in our episodes we come back to these. One of those movie franchises, of course, is Spider-Man. The other one is the Joker.
The Joker.
We're coming back to it again because we got even more news.
Yeah. Like this movie's been in development for so long. We fucking talked about it on the first season.
Yeah, we have some really high hopes for like the Joaquin Phoenix portrayal.
It's
of
finally
Joker.
like coming to life. Mm-hmm. Like I think we talked about it like in the first season. Like our expectations for it, like fucking dark. Rated R,
which
and
check,
like
we got
check
it.
And check. You know.
Check. We got one more big thing.
Yeah, like we know it's gonna be dark. We know it's gonna be R, and they're saying it could be Oscar worthy.
It could be Oscar worthy
for like best picture and best acting for Joaquin Phoenix.
Because it's not canon.
Yeah.
Like I think those go hand in hand.
Not following the comics, which is a really cool idea, honestly. Like, I don't think we've ever seen that with a comic book movie where they don't, like, follow a comic. Like,
I mean, what about the Nolan trilogy?
I mean, they follow the comics to an extent. Like, this one is, like...
Oh, from scratch.
Yeah, because, like...
Oh, true.
We don't really know what the Joker's, like, origin story is.
Yeah.
And so they made up their own, and like, who knows if his name isn't really Arthur? Like,
right.
So like, this is a really big ballsy move to do, and
yeah,
I think it's gonna pay off.
Yeah.
Like, from what we've seen in the trailers, like,
well, because it's more freedom for the writers.
Yeah.
For the director. I mean,
and you don't have the people that are like, oh, I didn't follow the comics. Like,
yeah, it's like good.
You don't have that crowd now.
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's what makes it like so much more heavy and like intense.
Yeah.
Is that you don't really know the background of this character. So like when someone gets to paint that picture and they do it right, it's great. And it being rated R, it being seen as like a darker portrayal, it having freaking Robert De Niro, these are all good signs. These are all green flags.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why we're covering it so heavily here in Green.
And also, what I liked about the final trailer that they just released is you kind of see the progression of him turning into the Joker.
Yeah,
like,
they give you a lot more shots.
Yeah,
and they all look very promising.
Yeah, so I definitely think it's gonna have like a real like cinematic like masterpiece to it.
Hopefully,
like where you walk out and you're like, fuck, that was just like a great movie. Like,
Thomas, do not use that language. You are 5 years old, young man. Like,
fuck, man.
This little kid comes out and just like that, he's like, fuck. That was like a masterpiece. What the hell? He doesn't even curse. Like,
bitch, you even know the Joker.
The old grandma comes out of the movie theater like, fuck. Like, that was a masterpiece. So super excited about that.
Yeah, can't wait. I think it comes out October, sometime in October, I believe.
Yes.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes. Take our word. We are right.
Whatever I put right here, that's what it is, and I can't wait for exactly that day.
I think October 4th.
Yeah. Yes. I think I have that day off. That's my way of putting in my day off.
Right.
Watch that episode of Memes and Dreams, and there's a little hidden message. Speaking of trailers, because we got the trailer for the Joker. And then we got the trailer for Star Wars. So, we got our...
Holy fucking shit.
Oh my gosh. Take this. We got such a dope trailer. It was the D23 reveal that gave us kind of a teaser, but it was definitely like an extended teaser.
Yeah.
We get to see like a culmination of the history of Star Wars since the very beginning, with different clips from the main trilogies, plural, and you get to see them all cut together and tell like the full story, leading all the way up to the more recent trilogy with the last two movies and new content for the
Rise of Skywalker.
The Rise of Skywalker.
You didn't blink on that shit, weren't you?
What?
No. Blink. You're done fucking
No,
blink.
not at all. I was gonna say The Last Jedi. That was.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they all have the in front of them. All right, it's not my fault. They're all mixtape names. It looks...
Yo, young Jedi, up in this bitch. They got like a lightsaber too,
with the teardrops. These are Sith tears. So like,
damn it.
out of all the clips we saw in that trailer, the biggest one, the biggest piece, the scene, the moment, was when
Sith Ray.
We see Daisy Ridley wearing a full like Sith dark side get up, and Rey is holding this lightsaber that like she like pushes out and locks into place, revealing a double-sided lightsaber, which that's always been
Darth
like
Maul shit.
Yeah, that's the thing that we've been wanting like more of for so long. We're like more lightsaber battles, but more lightsaber battles with like creative, like wow, like just like it looks super dope. It looks like there's a lot of moves that she can use, and if you pay attention to like the first two movies, you'll notice that like Rey's background is with a staff. Like she's really skilled with a staff, and that's been the reason why she's been able to wield a lightsaber the way that she has. So if we look at like a double-sided lightsaber, hopefully, if the scene that we saw in the trailer actually becomes like is a full scene, a full piece of the movie, we might be able to see some pretty fly moves in that sequence.
Yeah, I can't wait for like more stuff to come out, but I'm not done fucking watching any more trailers.
That's
for
it.
that.
That's it. Yeah, I'm not fast.
It's gonna be exciting, right?
Yeah,
It's gonna be exciting, like in the next couple of months to like hear about new stuff that comes out about it.
I'm good with like waiting till it's cold outside.
Yeah,
sipping on pumpkin spice lap toys and hanging out, recording Memes and Dreams episodes.
Yeah.
But I'll be gosh darned if I'm gonna watch another trailer of Star Wars. You can't make me. You know what? Same goes for Joker. You can't make me.
Right.
I won't do it.
One thing we forgot about Joker.
What?
The laugh.
Oh yeah. So yeah, real quick, come back to the Joker topic. It like in the trailer we hear the Joker laugh that Joaquin Phoenix has developed.
And boy, let me tell you,
I like it.
It's pretty fucking good.
Like
and the way he does it, like he's not even in like Joker form yet.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just regular Arthur. You can tell he's like a little bit starting to crack, like psychotically.
Yeah, he's like starting to.
Because
like,
he does the laugh and then just goes back to blank face.
Yeah, it was really
a little half chubby there, right?
Yeah.
Anyway.
So D23 gave us a lot of new information. We got the Star Wars trailer out of it. And then after that, we got some new information about Disney Plus.
Yeah, they pretty much unveiled like their beginning stage of Disney Plus, like what's going to be available.
What to expect.
Yeah. Like they played the trailer of like all the stuff that's going to be in it, and like part of it involved the Disney Vault, which was just like, oh, there's my childhood. Like I can stream that in 4K now. Cool.
That is kind of freaky.
Yeah.
Because the Disney Vault's always been this like kind of like it's a time capsule. That's really what it is. This is a time capsule. But what a grand way to release it and to really make it open and available by using a streaming service.
Yeah.
And pairing that streaming service with the Star Wars universe.
Yeah, because they got the Mandalorian.
And then the Marvel Cinematic Universe, like putting all that together in
like
this
only like the
entertainment
three
package.
biggest like movie franchises. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, sure. Let's
guess
go do
we
that.
can do
Yeah, you got stuff for your childhood. You got stuff for the future. You got stuff to make you cry. You got stuff to make you laugh. Like that's literally, I mean, smart, very smart. I think that the execution is going to be pretty solid. Like with that, we got to look at one of the new Star Wars series.
Yeah, The Mandalorian.
Which
looks fucking awesome. It
That's,
follows a bounty hunter. It's directed by Jon Favreau. I believe that's his last name. Favreau, yeah.
Stupid.
Which he's directed a couple of the Marvel movies also.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see how he brings that into Star Wars, which a lot of the fanboys are going to be like...
He was a chef, right?
Yeah, he did Chef.
Hell
It was
yeah.
One of my favorite just movies overall.
Chef is an incredible movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So shouts to Jon Favreau for like being a great director.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so with that, they did the Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. And then...
we got more information about the streaming service.
Yeah, so you're finally going to be able to stream Marvel movies in 4K, which you haven't been able to do if you have an Apple TV or like any kind of smart box, I guess.
Because if you notice, even if you go into iTunes and buy that shit,
It's HD.
It's only HD because Apple wanted to set the price of 4K movies for MCU stuff at $20, and Disney did not. They wanted to do 25, and so since they disagreed, and Disney has the rights to the 4K resolution of that content, they withheld it and saved it for their own streaming service.
What do you know? Disney's arguing with people about prices.
Yeah, and Apple. Not time to get into that, but like, we'll hack at that later. Apple just got appled by Disney in that sense.
For real.
And so, am I disgusted by the corporate greed? Yeah. Am I excited to stream 4K? Absolutely. I can't wait. It's going to be so dope. So, shame on you. But it's going to look super fly. Doctor Strange? Wow. So that looks really exciting. The bundle, for Disney Plus, is going to be $13, which is going to bundle up Hulu. It's going to bundle up ESPN Plus and Disney Plus all in one package. It's Hulu with ads though, so okay. Thanks, I guess. I get that like with when I rent textbooks back in the day. Remember that? Sometimes they give you a little Red Bull in the thing. That was fly. Shouts to Chegg. Shouts to Chegg.
Oh.
They're on the table. Anyway, we just got sponsored, buddy. All right, so just kidding. Don't sue us.
If you want.
Where, yeah, we can
I
have.
guess we might be able to work them in.
We can put a meeting in the books.
Yeah, I mean, if we want to be sponsored by them.
Listen, if you want textbooks, if you're in college, you're a college student, you're watching Memes and Dreams, you're listening to Memes and Dreams, and you're like, I need a textbook. Hit up Chegg. They got it like that, and they send you Red Bulls and subscriptions to Hulu with ads though, which is my point. Which is like the bundle's okay, but like there's on its own Disney Plus is going to be $7. So like that's kind of what you're looking at for that.
It's not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
It's not bad. But pretty cool updates on TV. Pretty cool, I would say, leading into some pretty.
I'll let you. This is your baby. Like.
So, as you've seen probably from season 1, as I've spoken about all of these topics vividly.
Right.
You probably guess the holy trifecta. Honestly, this fall is going to be like going into like just this fall. This fall going in winter is going to be like mind blowing, and I don't know if I can handle it. Simply because we have 3 big things coming out. We have the 14th season of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. 14 seasons, one of the longest running shows out there, and still, like, I mean, it's still in its prime, which is unbelievable to think about. And they're still tackling these topics. They're still hitting all of these points with, like, just so much comedy. It's so damn funny. If you're not watching it, I highly recommend. Jason, would you also say that's probably the one to watch?
Yeah. I slept on it for so long. And then I binged it, and I was like, this is the greatest show I've ever watched.
Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the most slept-on show of ever.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
They even make an episode about being slept on. Like,
yeah, it's perfect. It's like, so they're, I mean, like they know what they're doing, and the 14th season looks like it's going to be one of the best ones yet again.
Which
Just
is
keeps getting
like
better and better.
hard, because usually it's like, oh, this show's crap. Like,
Yeah.
after like 10 seasons. Like,
They turn their decline into literally like just an uphill like momentum, and now they're like rising, like it's just getting better and better.
Yeah.
So like, okay, season 14, check. We got season 4 of Rick and Morty also releasing in November.
I think you're a pretty big fan.
Yeah, I think it's out of frame, but there's like my apartment is peppered with Rick and Morty memorabilia. You know, all these fucking merchandise.
You get a little sticker right here.
Yeah, sticker here. There's some like Szechuan sauce.
It's everywhere.
It's gross. But like, yeah, it's definitely like these are my two favorite shows of all time, hands down. I'm definitely gonna put Rick and Morty at number one just because I hold it dear to my heart. But Always Sunny is the absolute closest, and it's crazy that I'm getting 2 new seasons of both of those shows
At the same time.
in the same. Yeah, exactly.
Has that happened before?
No. And that's
because
the
Rick and
thing.
Morty comes out like 2 years at a time.
Exactly. There's big breaks. So they only recently got the agreement for 90 episodes, which means shorter breaks between each season because they can produce more at a time. Essentially, what Adult Swim did was they said, all right, Rick and Morty is officially at that point where it's one of our highest money makers as a series. So we're going to put more resources behind it, which means more time for animation, more manpower, more resources for like the recordings, the editings, the production. So by doing this 90 episode deal and pretty much saying, yeah, we're going to like back you on that, we're going to get like really quick seasons that are going to be just like they're going to be great because there's just it's got like backing like as a front runner show now as it should be.
And isn't like a special somebody gonna be in the new season?
Possibly so. So here's the deal,
Which
it's too much
your
juice.
two
I can't
worlds
handle
colliding.
it. I cannot handle this. But like word on the street and from pictures we've seen online, Kanye West was in the Adult Swim studio there meeting with Justin Roiland and Dan Harmon and the whole Rick and Morty crew. They made him a custom hoodie with like custom like animations on it. They signed it. Like he just like hung out with them. They got to chill with Kanye, and like what I'm hoping is that during that session they recorded the episode that he would be a part of, as they did state that he was interested in doing so. He said so. They said they're cool with it.
What if he does like a special song for Rick and Morty?
My mind will break, man.
I don't know if you could handle that.
I can't. We won't even do an episode
like,
on it.
If he can do like Gay Fish for South Park,
yeah,
like I'm pretty sure like
that's true. He did shout them out in that, huh?
Yeah.
That was pretty crazy. That one time where he just like destroyed the writers with one line.
Yeah.
With one line. So yeah,
that
if we
was so
see,
long ago.
and that's the thing is like Kanye seems like he would just fit.
Yeah.
Yeah, like as a character in an
That'd be
episode.
fucking awesome.
We already saw Logic in Rick and Morty before, so
Yeah.
if we saw Kanye, and seriously, if we saw Kanye,
Come on. Logic did a concert in Rick and Morty
yeah,
mode. Like,
yeah, he did an animated concert in the episode. So I hope that we see like Kanye in this season.
we're gonna have to like record you if that does happen.
That's what we can do. We'll do like a reaction video
Yeah.
of me like watching
I'm
the
sure
episode.
you'd just be there like.
Like some like blood runs down my
Right.
nose. I'm like, Jason, I need some ice water.
It's happening.
And son of a bitch, there's even more information. So speaking of Kanye, and speaking of this fall, it looks like we almost officially, we'll say almost
seen it.
officially.
We've seen this before.
Seen it, but we have an official picture of a new album and its track list. It looks like it's going to be pretty amazing. The name of the album is Jesus is King. And there's a series of songs on there. All of them, like the majority of them, definitely have very religious and very almost like gospel style feel like to them. Like just the way that they sound, like the name of them. And based on what we've seen in Kanye's more recent Sunday service sessions, Sally's Seashells by the Seashore, his Sunday service sessions, we've seen that already in place. We've seen like choirs of people. We've seen big triumphant choruses, and it's really exciting because Kim Kardashian posted the photo, and it was like a proper track list. It looked even neater than the one for Pablo, and so like everything looks like like all neat and trimmed up as if they've been working on that from Yandi. So we're hoping, as the Kanye community, was like r/Kanye. Y'all see me, y'all know what's up. Is that he took like the best stuff from Yandi and then cut stuff that he didn't want or didn't feel like was a good fit, and then he replaced it with Sunday Service, and then that became like the theme. Because think about it, Yandi was already going to be more of a spiritual album based on the context that he was presenting it in. So now, if we see
like Sunday Service got like really big,
yeah,
so
Sunday Service
why not
got
capitalize
huge.
on
He
it?
did it at Coachella, and like now it's like so. If he brings that same momentum into this album, which he's gonna spoilers, he's going to. Then we're going to see another classic from Kanye, and apparently that's going to be releasing in late September.
27th.
I can't handle that, man. I cannot handle that. So, here's hoping none of it like lands on the same day, because I could have like a medical condition, and then I'm done. And then
So we're like, yeah, Adam overdosed on hype.
Well, we checked his blood levels, and we found a spike in hype. It was right around.
He got lost in the sauce.
Yeah, it was something about Kanye West's rapping a verse about Always Sunny in an episode of Rick and Morty.
Oh my god.
His heart exploded at the moment that he overdosed on hype.
But like during that song, he's like rapping about Always Sunny and Rick and Morty. He's like, "I love you, Adam." And you're like,
Adam with an H. You're like,
oh man.
anyway, so
Enough about fantasy.
man, here's something. But yeah, so it's going to be a pretty big fall season, and I think the thing I'm most excited about is recording more episodes of Memes and Dreams for you guys.
Aww.
There it is.
We do it for you.
We do it for you.
And trying to get sponsored.
And yeah, also making money.
Yeah.
We'd sell out immediately, but
yeah.
we'd have a fun time doing it, and then
for
we
sure.
get some good episodes out of it. So if you need textbooks, so of course, as always, thank you so much for listening. I think that's everything we got for today.
Yeah. Nice little.
Kind of a quickie.
Yeah. Not too
little,
bad.
little, little bleep bloop. You know?
Sure, boy.
Lip. So yeah, 37 minutes. I'm into that. And of course, we'll try and get this episode out as soon as possible before all of the stuff we just talked about becomes irrelevant.
Right.
So,
That suck.
yeah. So stay tuned. Of course, I'm telling you to stay tuned for the episode that we're in. That's ridiculous. But as always, keep an eye out on our pages. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. You can check us out and see clips.
Posting the memes of
We'll
the
be
week.
posting memes of the week, story updates, just a whole bunch of new content.
Yeah.
So, keep an eye
Come watch
out.
us goof.
Come watch us goof, because it's a pretty fun time. And if you're lucky, you might catch Jason's stomach doing a little something, We'll bring them back into the mix.
Right.
Anyway.
Got hot for a minute.
Anyway, thanks for tuning in to episode 4. And you guys have a good one.
Take it sleazy.
Take it sleazy, baby.